There we go. Alright, that's much better. Well, anyways, hi. Sorry about that. I had my mic off. Oops. Yeah, actually in this video I was actually looking for a friend of mine, Tasha. But I heard she got stuck somewhere in the game. But, welcome to my channel, and, now I'm going on this little magical journey. See if I can find the most famous person of all. We don't mean Santa Claus either. Actually, you know what's funny? I actually started out with a pyromancer. And what ended up happening is I accidentally made a pyromancer into more of a faith builder. Marginally more mage. So I'm kind of pretty much, I should say kinda, more going as mage build, not sorcerer, but mage. And all I'm using really is Dragon Slayer Spear, the Leo Ring, and like a few other little tidbits here and there. Matter of fact, I have the Chlorothy Ring +3, the Leo Ring, the Coveted Silver Ring, and then I wore this last night. Oh yeah, it's fun. I'm sorry I didn't make a video of what happened a couple days ago. Apparently, my, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Apparently, I didn't, I should have filmed it because I ended up soloing Gale, but the thing is, it was on New Game Plus 68, so, I was actually helping a friend of mine on that one, and he was kind of getting frustrated, so I did a previous video, but it just kept showing him getting killed, so I pretty much didn't do anything other than doing it. So, in any case for your form, the game is worth getting. The only catch is you have to get the DLC. You'll have to get the Ashes of Ariandel, and then you have to get the Ring City, which I'm in. I actually got this game as a Christmas present. It's actually the, if memory serves, or I do have it, and I think they still have it, which is the Dark Souls 3 Day 1 edition, and it comes with the soundtrack. Unfortunately, the soundtrack disc I have, I put it in my car, but I don't know where I put it. Like, I put it in the jewel case, but I don't know where I put it, you know, as far as like my CD collection goes. I got this one newish, but they dropped down in price, so just to give you a load up here on what it is. Anyways, the Ashes of Ariandel. When you get the DLC, there's called Sister Freed's Scythe, which is really good. Considering the fact that I made a mage character. But what's cool about this, which I haven't used in many long time, I hit the left 2 trigger. The Herald class? You mean as far as like a knight or a cleric? Sorry. Because a knight and a cleric are, well, a Herald class is almost, that's kind of like I mean, there's not really a herald class. I mean, there's like sorcerer, pyromancer, knight. Yes. I can tell you how to make a really good paladin with a knight. If you incorporate like your dex, you do your dex, do your strength to 60, then you work on your vitality, get that to like 40 or so. Get your health up to about 50. Don't do what I did because I'll show you what happened, what I did to mine. Let me just change out my weapon real quick. But, yeah. So what I ended up doing for my character, and it took me a long time, but, I'm at 621. My vigor is maxed to 99. My attunement is 99 for the spells, because attunement you're gonna need spell for the spells, for like you know, if you're gonna do miracles. My endurance is maxed. A good starting class, in truth, if you're new to Dark Souls, I would actually recommend a knight. Because a knight, you want to do your dex and your strength. You do want to incorporate your faith, which actually I can show you what that looks like. Your faith would actually be, as you see the blue arrow as you get down here. What you're going to do is your faith is right there. You can use that for your miracles. A knight, you need to do dex and strength, which I'd recommend doing. So you're going to do the dexterity and strength. And also for a knight, you want to do endurance, some attunement, and some vigor. But if you do a knight, that's the best class to start out with. Pyromancy, the reason why I went to pyromancy was because or I could sit down and reattune my spells and show off the pyromancy, which I can actually do. Yeah, but if you're doing a starting class, I would recommend doing a knight. And I can show you exactly what I do. Now, if I do this, all I have to do is take out a good portion. I usually keep Sacred Oath in there, which is a covenant item for the Sunlight Covenant. For me, if I were to go back to my pyromancy, I do Chaos Bed Vestige. This is the Flame Fan is a DLC item you get from the Ring City. Then there's Sacred Flame. Black Orb you can get from the Witch when you unlock her. The Black Serpent is from High Lord Wolner, who is one boss you will fight in the Catacombs of Carthus. Then there's Flame Weapon I never use. I have no real reason to use it. What else do I have here? Oh, you want to know what class looks really good to be a badass? If you well, I would say pyromancy, but if you end up doing pyromancy, it's going to be, pyromancy is a little harder. But when you start leveling up and you become a pyromancer, you can actually do a little bit more than that. Once you level up as a pyromancer, your attacks, everything, if you get your faith and intelligence to a certain point, you can actually do more damage. Well, are you looking for like brute force, or are you looking for something a little bit less than brute force? Because if you're looking for brute force, you want to go with warrior. If you're looking at a starting class, then you would go knight. But if you go warrior, you're going to have a lot of strength. As an example, there's a hammer I have that requires 60 strength, which is actually, I'll show you which one it is. It's this hammer right here. The attribute requirement is 60 strength, no dexterity, but it's got a strength scaling of B. But this is more of a DLC weapon, so like if I use this weapon, it does that kind of like attack. Here, I'll show you a little bit more. So you go like this, and then the L2 will turn into rock. So you kind of have that like boulder smash. And then, of course, Morton's hammer, it's got like a force push. If you have faith and intelligence, you can use Sister Freed's scythe, which will give you like some really good properties to it. Then for my pyromancer, who's like pretty much a sage, this is the demon scar. Because the demon scar is pretty good. It's a catalyst though. It's not meant for it's not meant for anything too damaging. It's kind of like making a cleric and making a sorcerer, and you combine the two, you got the pyromancy. But pyromancy was the original sorcery. Go figure. But if you build him right, if you do the strength, but you're also going to have to incorporate a little bit of dex into him, because once you start using heavier weapons, it's going to say, okay, you're going to need 60 strength for certain weapons, or yeah, and you also want to have a shield. A good starting shield is actually it's going to be not a buckler, but I would probably recommend I would recommend like Morn's shield if you get to him, or if you unlock him. But there are some side quests you're going to have to do to get the NPCs to help you. Uzumaki figured to have NPCs help you, you need to do their quests, versus Dark Souls 2, which kinda Oh, excuse me. The best weapon I will show, the best shield actually. That's a DLC shield. Those are 2 doors. This actually, yeah, there's, if you get the Silver Knight shield, that would be your best weapon, your best shield to use before you get another one. A majority of people, yeah, I'm always, actually, it's funny because I'm always floating around in the game. So if anybody needed help, I can give them help. But the other thing too I want to address is that with this type of game, you're gonna get invaded, which is like you're gonna be invaded by other players. So giving you a bit of a heads up on that. It's you get that. Excuse me. Of course, I'm stuttering. Can't spit out words right. But other than that, I'm a floater. So if I'm like in one world, or if like I'm here at the Ring City Filnor's Rest, or I'm at the beginning part of Lothric, then yes, I'm always around, but I'm always helping. So But normally I don't go my pyromancer because I kind of like got tired of hurling fireballs, believe it or not. Yeah, just, you know, people think it's easy. The game can be fun, but it's pretty hard. Given the fact that you'll have people invading and stuff like that, so it's kind of like, yeah, I actually need to put that back in, the seek guidance, and I need to put that back in. And I need to get my lightning storm, which is actually from the Nameless King. Yeah, I've actually had people in the past actually say that, oh, it's easy, and, you know, but people say that about Dark Souls 2. And Dark Souls 2 was the easiest. Actually, it was more than just easy. It was just really... it was just really, like... Actually, you can... Well, kinda. It depends on how you, it really depends on where you go. I mean, it's kind of like that meme they did for freaking, what was it? No, not Happy Souls. What was the other one? Yeah, it was Happy Souls. I just remembered. But, the other night, actually last night, I was actually helping a friend of mine out with a couple bosses. And I will show you the Sunlight Covenant items I have. 26 Sunlight Medals from the Sunlight Covenant, which you get later on in the game. And, that's because I actually maxed out the Sunlight Covenant, so I'm kinda not at that point where I can actually, you know, I could retire from the Sunlight Covenant if I want to. However, I'm not doing it. But, yeah, it's, you know, it's always worth a shot, and I know I just put been having my summon sign down. But what I can do is I can show you exactly what one of the enemies look like in this DLC. As a matter of fact, he will be over here. Yeah, a beautiful vast wasteland, and oh, what's this? Oh, of course they're not telling me nothing new. Now, this is one of the guys in the Ring City. He's actually a Ring Knight, which is really interesting. He's walking around aimlessly like a dumb fuck. Oh. Oh, this dude's got a temper problem. You know what, screw it. I'm not gonna even use the, of course this guy's like... he sucks. But that's what one of those guys look like in the City. The Ring City DLC. Other than that, that actually kind of hurt. And he didn't have my friend Tasha, so. Well, let's see. Critical foe. Critical foe? Highly doubt it. More like critical schmo. Yeah, but once you level up by earning what, like the, you mean like this Dragon Slayer Spear? I don't have a sword like that. Well, I kind of do, but it's doesn't do the same amount of damage. It's actually a Sunlight Straight Sword. No, I don't. This is the only one I have is like the spear. The Sunlight Straight Sword isn't bad. Oh, you're talking about referring to... Oh, yes. Those same swords? I gotta remember I put them now. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I keep going too fast, I keep missing them. I mean these. Yeah, these are the swords. Believe it or not. Yeah, I don't use them. I mean, I could, but they were never... I don't even use those. But I have another kind, which is an optional boss, which is Drake Eater Madir. Or Drake Eater, the Dark Eater Madir. No, that's a blade I will never use. Then I have this one. Now, if I hold two hands, then there's this attack. Do it again. This sword, this katana comes from Dark Eater Madir. Optional boss, but they say he's really tough. Believe it or not, the funny thing is when I did this DLC, it took me less than 48 hours to actually beat the game. Actually, less than 24. It took me like 5 hours to beat it. But the boss itself, Dark Eater's not... He's not very, nice. And I didn't have, any other options there at the time, so yeah. But if you get the swords like that, I can tell you what the swords are. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can. I have to scroll back down again. That's Morin's Great Hammer. Here they are. The skill is Ember. It's a pair of black great swords. And the skill Ember, cross the twin time-worn great swords to reignite a short-lived flame. A lightning-quick upward heave slices the very air and transitions into normal or strong attacks. Which means something like that you have to use in a very timely manner. Most people I've known that used it have been very good about it. And of course my little plush toy keeps falling down. But like I said, this game is worth it. Pretty much I just float around as a phantom. Or whenever somebody needs me or some crazy thing like that. Excuse me. So, since I'm not getting any bite on this area, now we gotta go somewhere else to find. You know what? I haven't done this one in ages. Let's see if there's somebody that'll bite over here. If I get summoned, I'll show you one of the boss fights. I mean, anybody can go and look at them and be like, oh, okay, so these are what the boss fights are. But truthfully, never happens. So, but then I get people who just rush right into a game. Yeah, you know what? It takes... when you get used to it, it actually isn't too bad. You start becoming, you'll get better at it, you know. I had like I said, there was a person I helped in New Game Plus 68, and that's the hardest difficulty that they have. So, actually, I need to take that sword out because I need it for an upcoming boss fight. I actually do run with the community for the PSN network and for Dark Souls 3. And it's Dark Souls 3, but it's run by my friend Dark Hanos, who me and him have like gained a lot. I actually help him with boss fights and stuff. It's a nice community. I have my own community as well. And, hold on one second. Typical, oh, no, that's right. Alright, anyways, so, pretty much, when you get used to Dark Souls, it's like you're no longer a noob. You know, after like the first couple playthroughs, you'll be like, okay, now you know where everything is. Some of the quest lines for the NPCs are kind of hard. The second one wasn't too bad. The second one was kind of easy. Just talk to an NPC and they helped you with a boss fight. That's why I never played the second one after that, because I have already beaten the second one all the way up to New Game Plus 6. So, you know, all these Dark Souls games, you know, after a while, they become the same, but the actual rumor is now is they're supposed to be making a fourth. I don't know when it's, I don't even know if it's even going to be released yet. So, my little plush thing I got at Spencer's, believe it or not. Or not Spencer's, Hot Topic. So, I can jump down there, but don't feel like doing it. But yeah, I mean, now that Dark Souls 3 lowered down in price, it's like, I think it's like $35 now. Something like that. If you go to GameStop, you can get it for like $35. If you went to like Best Buy or Target, I think you still have to pay like $50 or something. Unless you find it used for like less than $35, which would be kind of cool. I'm a little disappointed today that there's no bites or anything for boss feeds. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I kind of figured as much. It was between, you know, around that range. One of my friends bought the didn't buy, well, it could be, well, yeah, $30 or $28, unless you know, you go to like Best Buy, they still charge shit for it. But you will have to fight a tutorial boss though when you start the game, which is Ludic Skundir. And he does transform. He transforms into like this. He starts off like a big suit of armor, but then he transforms, and you see like this big freaking, looks like almost like a corrupted ferret, just kind of like popping out from the armor, and the thing attacks you. It was like really crazy. You can make more than one. You can, like, if you can make as many as you want. If you make one in each class, you can make any. When you start the game, you can make any character you want, and if you do another game, you can make another character. If you don't want to use the same one, you can always make another one. I just happen to stick with this one because it's my main. It's the helpful part of it. But not bad though. I remember paying for this, it was like $50-something. Go figure, day one edition. Best Buy. But everybody can, I built one character, but my friends built like several. They did like, I think up to like, Hermancer Knight, Cleric, Sorcerer. Just this one. This is my only character. The reason why I never make the reason why I didn't make another one is because I don't have any more ambition or drive to actually do another playthrough. So if I do another playthrough, it'll be a second journey, but every now and then I thought about it, If I do another journey, but then I toy with the idea, like, okay, I want to do another journey, but it just not necessarily works in that case. The Consumed King for the high wall. Hey, Lord Wolner. God, let me see if anybody can take a bite on that one. Trying to get a boss in. So that's pretty much it. Actually, the boss, High Lord Walner, would actually be over here. Believe it or not. But yeah, I actually killed him after doing the deed on him. Let's see, and then you get like different gestures, like I don't like this bridge. I'm almost tempted to do it. For the hell of it. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Isn't that funny? Okay, I'm running. Suckers. I don't remember if I got the mimic chest down here, which I remember getting the demon, but not the mimic chest. I don't remember. Heh, that's right, the demon was down there. Hmm. Heh. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Wait, do I have a charm on me, maybe? Which charm was it? Dual charm, rusted coin, undead hunter charm. That might work. I only got one of these, which is really not going to be good, but yeah, that's pretty much what they call the mimic chest. Nasty ones, too. Now let's see, what goody Christmas present did I get on this one? Black blade. I wonder if that is... That might be a katana. No, chaos. Oh. Well, this is interesting. No, oh, come on. It's no different than the Uchinaga. Isn't that some funny shit? Oh, anytime. But if you need any other things, you know, just kind of like, subscribe, and I'm always airing anywhere on Sunday, Wednesday, and occasionally, every now and then, is Friday. And if you need other helpful advice or any kind of strategic help for bosses or something, you know, you can find me anywhere in the server. Message me. My gamer tag it's LYLDONOVAN, and you know, just or whatever, and you know, just give it a holler. Alright. La 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 la. Yeah, dun dun. Binga binga bing, binga binga bing. There we are. I was looking for that. Baka baka bang, baka banga bang, bam. Let's try this again at Fillnor's Rest. See what we can do. shit hurts. Yeah, about 30 minutes of no sound on my mic. That's crazy. Let's go take a look here. See what we can do. Yeah, I'll remove that. Oh shit, no wonder I am not getting summoned. Last night's password. Well, so much for last night's password. Bam bam. Bam bam bam. Bam bam. Up YouTube. This is Layla saying goodbye. Don't be a stranger. Like, subscribe, and you'll see more of my videos. Bye for now.